This I know is true. Peace and contentment, no need for resentment. This I found in you. This I found in you.
Yo, what's happening? Jeez, y'all. It's your boy Papa Dog. Don't be mad at me. Street loose. Yo, I tried to tell him. Yeah. Goddamn, what up? My lady pregnant again, but this time she pregnant with twins. Another collection plate. Come on, preacher, that's kind of strange. I'm sorry, God, I need that little change. I gotta do a couple things, cause that stimulus, it ain't stimulate. Tax time, the mama got pissed and won't let them claim the baby. They shooting again. These just crazy, they need some help. Man, they shot him in the hip. He fell out and shitted on himself. My cousin Paul caught fed time up the road. Did a whole dime. He used to call home. I heard niggas crying in the background, saying to myself, this ain't how we supposed to live. Turn on Facebook, man, another bitch that got killed. For the love back, my dog losing weight out here smoking cocaine cigarettes. 8 years old, shot in the head, had nothing to do with that. That baby innocent. Go get George Zimmerman if y'all just wanna kill a bitch. That's why I'm asking Jesus, please tell me why you leave us. Tell me why you leave. These people wanna dead. On the internet capping, that shit is fake, bro. In the mirror showing your ass, putting no makeup. Man, y'all better wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Man, y'all better wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Man, y'all better wake up. I've been telling y'all better wake up. You can't nail bitch, say Papa Duck, ain't say nothing. I told y'all everything. I told you I like the government stole it. I told y'all about COVID, the CIA and the cloning. MK Ultra, the whole world's under hypnosis. They turn the TV off, that's how Hollywood control us. And ain't no cure for cancer, yeah right, that's some bullshit. If they can lead us and go to the moon, they'd have been undid it. And if you took the shot, I pray for you. Lord, no, don't want black folk to grow, so they put us on birth control. And just cause you go to church every Sunday don't make you saved. 12 years of school's how you turn niggas to slaves. On our minds they put shackles, they lie, trickers and trappers. They use the influence of athlete, actors and rappers. For real, that's fucked up, they did to Emmett Till. And all the pain his mom and family had to feel. That's why I'm asking Jesus, please tell me why you leave us. Tell me why you leave. These people wanna dead. On the internet capping, that shit is fake, bro. In the mirror showing your ass, putting no makeup. Man, y'all better wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Man, y'all better wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Man, y'all better wake up. What's happening? It's your boy Papa Dog. I've been telling y'all about this shit for a long time, bro. I get on YouTube every day, drop videos on nothing but that sauce, and I'm telling y'all what time it is, and I'm telling y'all these people want us dead, bro. We living like it called to do this, and bro, I done been wide open just to hate and hurt and kill each other every day. You feel me? You feel me? Man, one time for all the folks that's already woke, the ones that ain't, need to wake up. Need to wake up.
Yo, can I with you? What?
ACT, do you see this?
Look, if it ain't official Dana J, Levi for Kelly, or Prima Donna News, I don't even want to see it. Just take the ball. Look, you got some weed? I gotta get some. All right, hurry up. Diesel and them here, everybody here. We waiting on you. All right.
Unknown number just text me, said they gon' kill me. Now why they just play with her? They know that 40 and stay with her. I'm smoking on that, don't play with her. If you bought a bitch, I fuck around and break the run. I should get trapped, but yeah, I be trapped. Put a pound on your head, little nigga. She think I'm a little nigga, when she throw it, I'm catching. I'm breaking her back, yeah. It's messed up her ass on her head, yeah. Rocky got me turned up under, yeah. Now I got this bitch like in the air. Got a fetish for getting this bread. Run it up, drop my nuts like a lead, babe. Trap buddy up for chasing it. When you shining, you can't rush the process, man. I swear to God, a couple mess up her ass on her head, yeah. Rocky got me turned up under, yeah. Now I got this bitch like in the air. Got a fetish for getting this bread. Run it up, drop my nuts like a lead, baby. But I got this shit out the mud, bitch. That money feel good when it come from chasing it. When you shining, you can't rush the process, man. I swear to God, a couple perfect timing. In the project, 50 can jewelry, yeah, I'm switching up the climate. Sleep on the couch, now I'm so conscious. If I got blow me a nigga, I know they gon' try make me look like a monster. I'm from Baltimore, better keep your stick on, ride with no armor. I lost noodles and look at some niggas.
So they got me here, they can come and watch us here. They gotta leave us alone. Say you never, what you gon' do now? Hope you're ready, cause I'm really about to put it down. Girl, you know that I will never disrespect you. We love tomorrow, but tonight I wanna spank you. That ass down, gotta make it last now. Girl, I'm so thin, I'ma beat it up. No, trying to say stop with the beat, say go. There you go again, that voice is cool. Watch you make your girlfriend go. Come on, come on, come on. You've been waiting patiently, wondering when and where I be. The cousin rockets in the industry, making this so she can't.
Y'all better listen to this shit. Y'all better listen to this shit. This is a musical bass right here.
Oh, baby. Tired of doing you wrong, baby. Doing you wrong. Sorry, baby. Oh, baby, I'm sorry. I need you. Baby, listen to me. This is it. Oh, baby. This is it. No more cheating on you. Oh, girl, I promise that this is it, baby. You gave your heart to me, look what I'm going to do. Girl, I'm going after everything, just like that. Baby, I broke your heart, oh, and I don't deserve it. I thought you've been so good to me. You have loved me religiously. Lord, can you tell me, oh, I could make me go and do what I've done to you? I'm so tired of being untrue. This is it. Oh, say, this is it. No more cheating on you. Oh, girl, I promise that this is it, baby. As my mouth reflects on all the things you've done for me, got me feeling guilty. How could I not see all your needs? Girl, forgive me. Please, Lord, have mercy. 'Cause girl, you've been so good to me. Girl, you have loved me religiously. Oh Lord, can you tell me, oh, what could make me go and do what I've done to you? I'm so tired of being untrue. Oh, this is it. Oh, say, oh, this is it. No more cheating on you. Oh, girl, I promise. is it, baby? Maybe I surrender. This is no pretender. Please return to sender and save me from myself. Do you hear me, baby? Please, I'm broke down on my knees, begging you to trust me. This is it. Oh, baby. This is it. No more. No. I promise that this is it, baby. This is it. Never believe me when I tell you. This is it. No more sorrow, no more hurt. You see, God, only love is the word. This is my promise. This is it for me, no more. This is it, girl. Oh, this is it, girl. God knows that this is it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yo, what's going on, y'all? What's going on? What's going on? Why y'all so down? Why y'all so down? Oh my God! All day I've been looking at reports and oh my God, this is racism. Man, if you don't sit your ass down, if you believe in God, you don't have nothing to worry about. Oh my God, it's white people understand. It's that, man, look, God is the one who got this. God. I gotta get that out. God got this. So it's racism. And I'm waiting for Jennifer. Do anybody want to see Jennifer, y'all? That's all I heard was get that dick out your mouth, fan. Oh, I waved to Robert and Robert waved back. It's quite funny because I got some reports of people that was in the court today. And I heard Robert ain't waved to nobody. I heard Robert was engaged to what his lawyer was saying. Even when it was time to go. But I'm not going to be the one to tell y'all the truth anymore. I'm going to let y'all believe the lies. While the dream team only know the truth. Let's hope. ATB, what's up? But I see you in the chat. Talking about some. Yo, ATB was like, I knew Data should have went. No. I was trying. I ain't gonna lie. I was trying. But between me and work, I wasn't going to go up there just for one day. And then got to turn around and come back another day. Jazz Cruz, what's up? I wasn't going to do that. If I was going to go up there, it was going to be worth my while. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't going to do that. Shout out to everybody that's here. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Let's continue to keep Ann huffing prayers. Let's get them likes up. Let's get them likes up. Because y'all know what we going to do. Final day of R. Kelly and his lawyer before the jurors got the case. Now the jurors got the case. It's now up to God, the jurors, and God. Nobody else. God, jurors, and God. I know what it looked like. It looked like, shut up. I know what it looked like. It looked like it's a can't win situation. It looked like the railroad is in. It looked like the fix is in. But if you feel that way, then why do you believe in God? That's a question. Why do you believe in God? And I'm going to tell you this, Rob is an energy person. So any negative energy, he probably can pick up on it. We don't want nothing negative.
One thing for sure, if it goes the total left, we got an appeal. Simple as that. I got word that grown little boy was over there talking about he gonna throw a party. Okay. Well, if you throw a party, then throw a party. The hell is you talking about, bro? I just got a text from somebody that was in the courthouse. He's texting me something. Okay. Okay. So let me explain this. Okay. Some things I got to explain because a lot of y'all don't know what's going on. Let me break it down like this. Normally, when a jurors come back with a fast jury, with a fast answer, it's guilty. Okay. If they are deliberating still, it's 4:35 their time. They have 25 minutes. 20 minutes, I'm sorry. At 5 o'clock, the courthouse closes. If they don't have an answer by 5 o'clock, guess what? They come tomorrow and they deliberate all day. All day. So, with that being said, if no answer ain't come yet, we ain't worrying. We keeping it going. That mean they doing their just due. They combing through the evidence and they doing this, they doing that. 9 times out of 10, the longer it take, something's going down. So if they was coming out with an answer now, I'll be worried. But like I said, I dance to the end. I don't need folks that's going to be like, oh my God, what should we do? Why are you in panic? If you believe in God, why is you panicking? He whom the Son sets free is free in what deed? No more chains abiding me. Okay. You got to stand on what you believe in. Ain't no need for us sit up here going over what's going on in the court. Then at crunch time, y'all, oh my God. Look, if you're gonna be Jordan, be Jordan. I don't need you to get all the way to crunch time and then turn out to be Doc Rivers. No, if you've been Jordan the whole way, be Jordan. For the newer folks, if you LeBron, be LeBron. Y'all know, and LeBron wanted the killer instinct. If y'all Kobe, be Kobe. Don't say you Kobe, and then when you get to the end, turn out to be Derek Fisher. I ain't trying to hear it. I stand on what I stand on. And Levi called me today, and Levi nervous. I ain't gonna lie. He said, bro, how you feeling? And I told him the same thing. My hope is built on nothing less than Jesus' blood and righteousness. So why should I feel any kind of way? I believe Robert's going to be vindicated. Anything different come back, guess what? We swinging that block on appeal. Nothing new, nothing less. Both cities, he was handicapped. Both cities was proven that these people were liars. So let's go there. I know you got the folks over there that's oh my God, oh yeah, I did that. Yeah, that's good. That shows their class. That they want to see an innocent man go to jail because their abusers wasn't captured. I keep saying it. And I say it for a reason. Yes. I mean, if the jury is sequestered, they're not supposed to go home, but they're supposed to go to a hotel that they have picked for them. If they're not sequestered, then they go home. But I say that to say this. There's no need to fear. I believe no counts were proven beyond a shadow of a doubt. So I'm just ATB. I do not know. From what I heard, they were sequestered. That's what I heard. Now, if anything new, it is what it is. But like I was saying, what about case in Minnesota? And amen to that, the Most High. For the case in Minnesota will be appealed. I do know that. They wasn't supposed to move while the federal case was going on, and they did it anyway. So the case in Minnesota will be appealed. And on top of that, today, and whatever happened in this case, they can use the transcripts to fight Minnesota, which proves that Adelina Prado was a liar. So before I get started, is there anything else? Because I'm gonna go through this thing, and then after this, we're gonna have some funnies because I heard a yuck mouth splinter tooth rat had my name in her mouth yesterday. I can't wait to get to that bitch. And I mean what I say. And I say what I mean. I can't wait. I can't wait. You better be glad I don't know how to put a you better be glad I don't know how to add a face on here, because I definitely put a face on it. I'm just saying, I never seen something that ugly. I always got something to say. Now I'm gonna go in. The case is over. Now I'm gonna go in. I never seen something that ugly, but I always got something to say. But I wait, but I hold off and get to that. I get to that. I get to that. I get to that. I get to that. That's what happens when you don't have commentary. And you gotta jump on somebody else's stuff. Do you hear me, one stink puss? Did you clear the aftershave in the middle of that pot, bitch? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I got a rebuttal. And I know you ain't gonna like this. And I believe. Wait till you hear what I believe. Tiffany, I wouldn't even let you do her teeth. Lord have mercy. They will have to call you Dr. Tiffany Yankum, because her teeth look like some project windows. Some of them up, some of them down, some of them just out. That's all I'm saying. Definitely sending prayers to Ann. I don't want to pray today because I'm being messy today after I talk about this R. Kelly trial. I'm being messy. And I'm going to tell you I'm being messy. I'm being messy. So I'm telling you now where it's going. I'm telling you now where it's going. Now, see, I'm about to resurrect some stuff that I believe. I'm about to resurrect some stuff that I believe. I believe. I believe. I believe. You're the man. You're the man, Green Bay. You're the man. Oh, you just wait. You just wait. I might bring out Messy Maya. Messy Michael. I might bring out Messy Michael. So look, let's get there to it. Let's get there to it. Because every day I spend thinking about it, I just want to go. U.S. District Judge Harry Levenweather could be heard in the overflow room saying, we should be out of here by 1. We should be minutes away from the closing argument from R. Kelly lawyer Jennifer Bonjean. The R. Kelly trial is getting off to an early start today as we head into the final arguments. Jurors should have the case by the end of the day. Catch up. A juror is running late. The judge says she's on the way, though, apparently. She's on the way. Feds are raising issues about a 2009 lawsuit against Kelly, Daryl McDavid, and Milton Brown. Attorney Mary Judge spoke to the jury about it yesterday and showed the cover page. It wasn't in evidence, feds say. Judge Levenweather says the record should stay the way it is. Prosecutors are also objecting to arguments that the feds waited 20 years to bring charges against Kelly and his co-defendants. They call it a jury nullification argument. Judge Levenweather says blaming the government would be a form of nullification. You can state how difficult it is because it took so long to bring the charges. Okay. Assistant U.S. Attorney Jason Julian tells the judge that jurors will not be asked to consider forfeiture against the defendants. Why is he talking about money? And why would the jurors have to consider that? That's what the judge do, not the jurors. Oh, so now you know what this is about. There go your answer right there, y'all. It's not about R. Kelly. It's about getting a conviction so they can get the forfeiture. This is also a code word to the judge. Now, here's where we see what's really good. Forfeiture. Okay. Let's see. Let's see how Judge Levenweather hold up. I'm telling y'all now, code words, forfeiture, meaning get paid. Sounds like jurors are coming in, so we should be getting underway. Bonjean, we are almost at the end of this journey. We've been on it. And it's soon time for you to take the wheel and decide this very serious and important case. Bonjean said odds are that most jurors had some knowledge of Kelly coming into the trial, and chances are it was not particularly favorable. She says it occurred to her that Kelly needed a pseudonym, like the alleged victims in the case. Bonjean said a pseudonym would remind you that the lens through which you need to look at this evidence is as if he is a John Doe. Just anyone else, not Robert Kelly, not R. Kelly. Facts. I agree with that, Bonjean. Started off strong. There you go. Bonjean also wants jurors to consider the co-defendant's opinions as evidence of absolutely nothing. Remember, these are the men that have told you they knew nothing. They saw nothing. Therefore, their opinions are evidence of nothing. Bonjean is also reminding jurors that certain unflattering evidence about Kelly brought into the trial to establish people's state of mind is not charged evidence. Oh, wow. Wait a minute. So the tapes, so the alleged clipping of the tape that they brought in was not charged evidence? Dang, that can hurt the government. That can hurt the government if that one video that they submitted that was supposed to have been of Rob tapes 1, 2, and 3 in that 20-minute segment that they showed. If that's not charged evidence, then that can hurt the government. Because if you have this evidence, why wouldn't you charge it? Thanks, Jazz Cruz. I appreciate you. If you have the tape, why didn't you charge it? Ooh, something looking fishy to me. Bonjean, you can think he's the most immoral, unethical person on the planet. And that has nothing to do with whether the government has actually met its burden. Bonjean, some of you probably clearly remember the 1990s. I do. And I'm guessing many of you do not. Bonjean tells jurors Kelly was a young, shy, introverted kid who had a dream to make it in the music business, like so many young people in this city. Bonjean says Kelly was a musical genius and still is, but couldn't read or really understand the contracts he was entering into. And she said the business of R. Kelly became quite a business. Bonjean tells jurors, I Believe I Can Fly was a beautiful song. And no matter what you ultimately decide in the jury room, this man did some beautiful things when it came to making music. And he should not be stripped of every bit of humanity that he has. Bonjean begins talking to jurors about the Oak Park Hotel meeting, where Kelly allegedly confessed to Jane's parents. Jane and her mama described the meeting differently on the witness stand. What I tell you? Bonjean gonna hammer him now. Yeah, matter of fact, y'all seen what she said. Jane and her mother described the meeting differently on the witness stand. So here's my question. If they describe the meeting differently, how come their testimony and Daryl McDavid's testimony matches up? I thought Rob sent them out of town because he was trying to obstruct justice. That's not what was said by many people. Either way, Mr. Kelly did not tell either one of them to go lie before a grand jury or go give false testimony before a grand jury. No, he didn't. Bonjean tells jurors that Jane's parents lied to a Cook County grand jury because they didn't care. She was 17 years old. And they did not care that she was having a relationship at that point with Mr. Kelly. 17 is legal. Let me break that down for some people, because some people might not understand that. So let me break this down for you for a second, okay? You know what I mean? I'm not saying y'all slow, but I'm saying let me break it down for you just for a minute. Let me break it down. I want to know your name. And we talk. All right, so let me break it down for a second. When a person is 16, right? When a person is 16, right? And no, let's go here. When a person is 17 and they dealing with somebody that's over the age, and 17 is the legal consent federal for that state. If they travel to another state, whether age of consent changes, then the federal mandate law of 18 falls in effect. In this case, nobody traveled across state lines. The mandate stays the same. And if you look at, let me get the federal guideline chart for y'all. Hold on. Let me get this for y'all. Okay. That's not the one I want. That's not the one I want either. Just the one I want. Let me show you. This is the one I want. Let me go. Okay. This is the one I want. So this is the statutory rape guidelines chart. Okay. Statutory rape, a guideline to state law. This is the federal guideline chart to state law. This is what governs state laws, is the federal guideline chart. Okay. Federal guideline chart goes here. And I'm going to go to Illinois. Age of consent, minimum age of victim. Let's go, Illinois. Age of consent, 17. Minimum age of victim, 17. However, age differential between the victim and defendant. If victim is above minimum age, watch this. In Chicago, Illinois, where is it? There's no statute. So you can't prosecute. Thank you, Nikki. Thank you, Nikki. Hey, you can't prosecute because there's no statute in Illinois. And this is as of 2022. There is no statute. She was 17. 17 is legal across the board in Illinois. Let's look and see what this is. Minimum age of defendant in order to prosecute. Let's go to Illinois again. There is no minimum age. So therefore, how is Robert in trouble again? When he followed the guidelines. Now, what I was trying to say to y'all is, let's just say he in Illinois, right? Him and Rashawn is in Illinois, right? Let's say they travel to Idaho, which the state guidelines is 18 now, and this 13 mean they just changed it. Guidelines, state guidelines, and the age of consent. Hold on. The age of consent is 18. And the age of everything in Idaho is 18, right? Let's say they went to Idaho. Then the federal overall mandate guideline, which is 18, falls into play. Let's say they went to Indiana, right up the street from Chicago, Illinois. That means the federal guideline of 18 falls into play because they crossing state lines. Now that y'all have a victim, now that y'all have a visual of what I'm talking about, now y'all get to see it because you see the chart. And I gave you two different states. I gave you Idaho and I gave you Indiana. However, I want you to look at Maine. Maine is tricky. The age of consent is 16. The age of guideline is 14. And they just changed it to 14. But the minimum age that you can be dealing with a 16-year-old is 5 years older. You see what I'm saying? The federal guidelines are different. In Maryland, you got to be 16. There is no minimum age. There is no age guideline here. But you can only be 4 years old in Maryland. That means you can be 20 messing with a 16-year-old. Where in Illinois, there is none. As long as they're 17, you can be 65 messing with a 17-year-old. There's no guideline nowhere for it. So when people talk about, oh, yeah, but he was older, this and this and this and this, tell them to go check their mama record. Tell them go check their daddy record. Tell them go check their auntie record. I bet they won't. Because at the end of the day, they know that guideline is different. And they know they're going to find some of them same guidelines. You know what I'm saying? When that homegirl Tasha and was running down at the goddamn high school, at the middle school, and she was 8th grade, and she was thicker than a Snicker with a bag of cornbread back there, and she had 2 little midgets back there, and she had 2 little treasure trolls in the front. Mm-hmm. And she know her Uncle Ray Ray was pulling up in that old Grand Legend, like, Tasha, what's up? And the niece was like, I don't want him to see me. Oh my God, girl, you go ahead. I don't want him to see me. So we ain't gonna act like this is new. The problem is you have people on YouTube who've been victimized, and their perpetrator haven't been caught. So a TV show, a TV company, a casting coordinator, and some badass actors put on a show and made Robert look like the demon that hurt all these people that's been hurt, that never got justice or never got help for their pain. And that's all it did, is re-triggered all their pain, and everybody's saying, persecute Robert Kelly. But in actuality, what they're saying is persecute the person that hurt me. Because if you listen to them, they all say, we love R. Kelly music. Well, if he did something personal to you, then how can you love his music? When you're a victim of somebody, you don't want to hear nothing. You don't want to touch nothing. You don't want to hear him. You don't want to see him. You don't want to do nothing. You just wish they evaporated from the face of the earth. So how was it so easy to go on a show called Surviving R. Kelly if he victimized you? That's the question that people don't ask. That's the question that the other side got mad at me about. If you can go on a show called Surviving R. Kelly, you're not a victim. And everybody didn't understand why I said that. Because on the show, don't you see his face? You ain't triggered, are you? You ain't have a panic attack on set. You ain't get mad and start throwing chairs at his face on set. No. You went and got a Birkin bag. You went and got heels. But now I'm going to give you the truth. Without Azriel, you didn't have a Surviving R. Kelly. And without Andrea greenlighting Surviving R. Kelly, you ain't have a Surviving R. Kelly. So make this make sense. This is why I say, when I do interviews with the other side and everybody talking, listen to the way they talk. Follow the way I'm leading through these interviews. I keep saying it. Tim came on the platform and I asked Tim 2 questions. Everybody else wanted me to go off. Oh my God, ask him this, ask him this. No, I asked him 2 questions that shuts everything down. And that's how you do it. When you get a man in his space where he feel comfortable enough to talk, you go ahead and have a man-to-man conversation with him. Now, remember, me and Tim ain't like each other. And we really ain't have a beef with each other. I just didn't like the way he was doing Rob. And that's what the beef was about. Also, I knew about the TV shows. I knew about the book deals. One thing's for sure, 2 things for certain. I can give you a pattern to watch. A lot of people raised up off the pattern because you got people like One Stink Puss to come and do what they do, distract you from the main agenda. I'm gonna get to that. Let's finish reading it. I'm gonna get to that. So Bonjean tells jurors that Jane's parents lied to a Cook County grand jury because they didn't care. She was 17 years old. And they did not care that she was having a relationship at that point with Mr. Kelly. Bonjean, for all the fist pounding and outrage, that family made a decision that they wanted to make at that time. And they lived with that decision. From that decision evolved a friendship that lasted decades. Not months, but decades. Not years, but decades. And I'm going to keep pounding that in your head. Bonjean tells jurors that the purported rent payments from Kelly to Jane were just that. It wasn't about obstructing justice. She's arguing the alleged conspiracy didn't last past July of 2014. And that's a not guilty because they did not even get past the statute of limitations. Bonjean, on the theory that one tape was stolen by Lisa Van Allen containing the scenes with Jane. Well, that is a bold-faced lie. That's a lie. So for the other people that said Bonjean ain't denied that that's Jane on the tape, here you go right here. Bonjean on the theory that one tape was stolen by Lisa Van Allen containing the scenes of Jane containing the scenes with Jane. Well, that is a bold-faced lie. That's a lie. Like many of the other lies Van Allen told. Okay, that kills your sentiment. She ain't say. She ain't say that's Jane on the tape. She telling y'all that y'all lied. Bonjean on Van Allen. She's a thief. You took a watch. You took a necklace. You tried to pawn it. People who steal typically are not the most truthful people in the world. Bonjean is talking about how Lisa Van Allen was 18 when she met R. Kelly, as I told all of y'all in the beginning, and had sex with him the first day. I want to say 20 to 40 minutes after meeting him. She gave the man some open legs. And I'm not judging here, Bonjean says. That would make me a hypocrite. Facts. I like the way she's going. Bonjean says it is such a big deal that Lisa Van Allen earlier said she was 17 when she met Kelly. She says Van Allen was squarely 18 at the time. Bonjean, there were multiple tapes missing. It was complete chaos because there were lowlifes around Mr. Kelly who were trying to exploit him financially. And there were tapes that were obtained so they could shake him down. It's that simple. Bonjean, I don't know what the Kardashians call their sex tapes. Maybe a performance tape too. Bonjean is arguing Chuck Freeman shook down Robert for a sex tape, the origins of which were unknown. Then, when Kelly was charged, Freeman saw an opportunity to exploit it. Facts. Bonjean insists the tape was not child pornography and not a threesome with Jane. Okay, over there. There it is again. She denying y'all theory. There it is again. But I keep forgetting. You can't tell them folks nothing. Why? Because they got the bus drivers. They got the storage. They got the friends. They got the family. They got people to lie. I'm going to say it again. They got the family. They got the friends. They got the storage. They got the tapes. They got the bus drivers. They got people to lie. They got people to lie. Once you say that, nothing else matters. Because if it's the truth, why do you got to lie? Let's get it done. If Robert was really that much of a messed up person, why you got to lie? And why you got to coerce people to lie? I'm gonna ask this question. When you look at Angelo now, right? And this is going to tell it all for me. Do you see Angelo coming up here talking about his daughter a victim? You don't even see Angelo on the internet. Why? His daughter made her decision. She's where she at. You don't even see Angelo on the internet like that. I'm going to go deeper. And this is something that y'all should think about. When that bootleg ass book came out, that was informed by Don and delivered and written by Cash and gave to her friend in New York to put out there to try to extort Joy and bring her out. Have y'all heard Tim and Jonslin come out there and say, my daughter wrote a book? Y'all haven't heard Tim and Jonslin say shit, huh? Wait a minute. Any other time, Tim and Jonslin be out here going the hell off. Because from what I hear, it was some crazy stuff in that book. Y'all would have heard Tim, I want my daughter. Y'all know what it is. Angelo, come on, Angelo. We don't even got to argue back and forth, Angelo. Come on, Angelo. Y'all would have heard it. You don't hear nothing now. You know what you hear? From everybody? I'm going to tell you what you hear. All you hear right now is that's all you hear. And I'm going to tell you why. Because nobody know how the Chicago case going to go. Everybody on pins and needles. Everybody. You want me to tell you why? Because the minute he is found not guilty, that means New York was a lie. Because most of New York was on the predicate of Chicago. Let's make it make sense. They said, oh, New York ain't had all the tapes. Chicago got the tapes, though. Then I ain't gonna lie to you. I love arguing with a Keep. Because Keep funny. But what happened to all the tapes? What happened to 100 devices? See, this is why I say I know how to pick and choose how to get into debates and how to argue. Because they say one thing now to be cute, but then when the truth come out, you see they over there quiet. They quiet. Don't you sit back and think Larry ain't over there on his pins and needles praying. Lord, please find him guilty. Don't think Larry ain't over there. Don't think the rest of Oco over there ain't over there like, oh my God, man, Lord. They got the transcripts too. And you see, they ain't loud about it this time around. They read the transcripts nice and bold. Atmos did a reenactment and everything. They ain't like the way that shit came out. This is why I say what I say. After this R. Kelly case go on, Oak Cove are still people. Dream Team still people. I don't know what the fuck YTF is. And I don't give a fuck about Dirty Prize because them motherfuckers ain't normal people. They fucking advents. So make this make sense. It's some of Oak Cove that I will never speak to again. And y'all know who they are. I can't stand them motherfuckers. But let's put the spade on the table. They said a lot of untruths, and nobody was holding them accountable. But what they did is they infiltrated this side. And because they knew certain people ain't no shit, they harped on those people and played on what they didn't know. And those people got mad. And then they wanted to turn on me because I sat in the middle of everybody. Let's make this make sense. A lot of these people talking about, I've been with R. Kelly from day one. You a lie. If me and Larry would have never went back at one another, there wouldn't have been no R. Kelly sector as you know it on this side. You would have had Prima Donna out there doing her thing. Larry wouldn't have been doing nothing. I wouldn't have been doing nothing. Levi probably would have been out there still in the kitchen talking about, you feel me? He wouldn't have had nobody to go at. So at the end of the day, let's kill all liars now. If y'all tell the truth, a lot of y'all channels was made off me on this side and that side and the dark side. That's why I laugh when I'm reading this stuff. This is stuff that I told y'all 3 years ago. And a couple of y'all said I was a liar, including a little witch with no teeth with the rubber boots that work at the Aldi's plant, telling everybody, he ain't no Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. What'd he do for Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly? This not my first go around, sweetie. With Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. Jealousy is a motherfucker. And YouTube allowed you to bring it out. The only problem is I never met that lady. I don't know that lady. But we're going to get to that when I finish this. Y'all motherfuckers better go to the bathroom now because I ain't going to stop. It's about to get ugly. Bonjean on count 4 regarding the alleged video of a threesome between Kelly, Jane, and Lisa Van Allen. This count, they do not win on. This count, they have not proven. Why? Because they have not proven that the tape depicts what they said it depicts. Bonjean, you would have to believe Lisa Van Allen in the face of all types of things. Bonjean tells jurors count 4 through 8 are not guilties. She's moving on to the counts alleging enticement of minors into criminal sexual activity. Uh-oh. Break it down, Bonjean. Break it on down. Break it on down. Break it on down. Bonjean says she doesn't quarrel with the era of believe women. And she's a woman talking like that. Outside the courtroom, but there is no place for this in the courtroom. Says mob-like thinking doesn't belong there. Bonjean is talking about Tracy and whether she met Kelly at age 16 in 1989, as she claimed, or age 17 in 2000. Bonjean calls it shameless. That prosecutors have supported the 1999 thing. I'm going to control myself on that, Bonjean says. Uh-oh. Bonjean asks jurors if it sounds familiar that Tracy claimed to be a year younger. There are people out there willing to lie about their age. You've seen it in this case, and Tracy is one of them. On Tracy, Bonjean says you got to add a year to everything she says, which is everything I told y'all back in 2019. I told y'all the same thing in 2019. You got to add a year. And everybody was like, Dana, you don't know what you're talking about. Shorty was on that. Yo, you have to add a year. because she was 18 when she met Robert in 2000. Make it make sense. Bonjean, everybody wants to claim a threesome with Jane. Tracy does now. Now watch this. Bonjean notes that Jane never mentioned Tracy when she testified and couldn't identify her in the photograph. So make this make sense. Do y'all remember everybody that y'all had sex with? Especially if it's a threesome. That's a memorable occasion. Oh, hold on, y'all. Ooh. My fault. I had to take that call. Woo, my face is lit up. My face is lit up. Had to take that call. You know, everything ain't for everybody. But hey, Bonjean notes that Jane never mentioned Tracy when she testified and couldn't identify her in the photo. So what is that saying? That if she couldn't identify the person that claimed that they had a threesome together, somebody lying. Bonjean also noted, do you think that if Tracy had told the Cook County State's Attorney's Office in 2002, oh, I had a threesome with Jane, they might have done something with that information? Call out. Call out. Call out. Call out. Call out. Moving on to Nia. Bonjean calls her a very nice woman on the stand, but says the government did not meet its burden. Says it's a very old allegation from 1996. Bonjean, to suggest that he's going to send a white limo to a 15-year-old's house where her parents live to pick her up kind of shows Kelly's state of mind. Probably didn't think she was 15. And that is something they have to prove. What is Bonjean really saying? What is Bonjean really saying? What she really saying is this. Bonjean tells jurors Kelly was a young shot. I read it already. Man, Willie got me caught all up now. Hold on. Hold on. Willie got me all caught up. I had to look like, what in the world? Okay. Or Willie put them all on one batch. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. That's my dog. Bonjean is running out of time. Probably has about 18 minutes left. She tells someone, tell me when I have 10 minutes. I love it. Bonjean shifted gears to Pauline. Says she was not a shrinking violet who later tried to extort Kelly. Usually, people who extort are not the most trustworthy, she said. Bonjean brings up Pauline's testimony about drinking hypnotic, which Bonjean notes did not come into the market until September 2001, which was 1 month before Pauline's 17th birthday. So how was she ever drinking hypnotic? Bonjean says, Brittany, who is Brittany? Where is Brittany? Brittany is the alleged victim who did not testify. Bonjean, that's greed. That's greediness on their part. And it's not proper. I'm gonna tell you what I believe. I believe and Rashona said, Brittany, girl, don't go down there. Just forget all about it. Change your address. Hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your husband. Don't go down there. That's what I believe. That's what I believe happened. Come on, man. I got 243 in here. Can I get at least 43 likes? Come on, man. Give me 43 likes. Bonjean says Jane falls into the category of believe some, not all. She is someone who has lied, has received financial gain, and she has an immunity agreement. And that is not to say that she has told falsehoods about everything. Everything, Bonjean gets her 10-minute warning. Everything. Okay, she said, let me know when 10 minutes come. Bonjean on Jane. We're not denying that his relationship commenced. That this relationship commenced. And you heard the testimony. You will decide when the relationship commenced. Bonjean is drilling down into whether Kelly used a phone to induce Jane into criminal sexual activity. She says phone sex doesn't really cut it. Tells jurors to look at instructions. Uh-oh. Now Bonjean turns to counts 1 to 3, which she calls the most difficult and serious counts in the indictment against Kelly. Bonjean on the videos. No one is disputing that it's sexually explicit. But she says jurors do have to decide if they're authentic, which they can't. Bonjean doesn't dispute that Jane said it was her. Oh, come on. But Bonjean is drilling down into the technical aspects of the counts, and that prosecutors must show the videos were produced for the purpose of producing a visual depiction of such conduct. Facts. Bonjean, was his purpose to create child pornography? Even if you believe that was his purpose, that's an element of the offense that they have to prove beyond a reasonable doubt. And did the tapes cross state lines? Does anybody believe that Chuck Freeman held on to that tape for 20 years? She says it's possible. The tapes never left Illinois. Uh-oh. Bonjean wrapping up by warning jurors about the Fed's upcoming rebuttal. They're going to take liberties, Bonjean says. Bonjean finishes. Go back there, please. And you remember that each count counts. And you do your job and take as long as you need because our system requires it. Mr. Kelly deserves it. No matter what you think about him, thank you. Jurors are out for a 15-minute break. Feds are asking for a jury instruction regarding arguments from Bonjean regarding former Kelly prosecutor Angel Cruel. The jury is coming back in. The feds have 1 more hour to deliver the final word in this case because they have the burden of proof. AUSA Jennifer Penting kicks off her rebuttal by pointing to the words of Daryl McDavid, who she quotes as saying, R. Kelly had to have what he wanted. What R. Kelly wanted was to have sex with young girls, Apprentice says. You got to believe that. That's an allegation. I mean, you got to prove that. That's an allegation. Apprentice. Robert Kelly is guilty of recording himself sexually abusing Jane when she was 14 years old over and over and over again. Stop. How can you say that? And in the transcript, she said 15, but now it's 14. But then later on after that, she said it was 20. Like, oh my God. Apprentice talking about the videos. You saw how he was using her body, flipping her, throwing her around like she was some rag doll. Time out. Time out. Time out. Time out. Okay. I might get in trouble for what I'm about to say. I might get in trouble for what I'm about to say. But how many people out there like basic sex? That's all I want to know. How many people like basic sex? I don't think nobody in this day in today's society likes basic sex. And when people fall in love, when women fall in love with guys, they fall in love with aspects of guys. They fall in love of what they seen you do, of what they want you to do to them. Let's keep it real, fellas. We think we the man in the bedroom. Women are more sexually dominant than men. Let's keep it a buck. And I'm breaking the man law. They can go longer than us. Think about it. Just think about it. They ain't pulling as many muscles as we are. And they're sexually deviant. Where do you think the white liver syndrome came from? That ain't come from a man. We grew to have a white liver, but the white liver really comes from a woman. I'm just saying. If I'm wrong, can a woman debunk me? If a woman can sit there and say that a man is more sexually deviant than she is, she's either got 3 things. And I'm gonna put it out there. She either ugly, she don't got nobody hitting on her, or her coochie stale. One of the 3. I'm gonna put it out there. At the end of the day, nobody want the truth. And here's the truth. Women are more emotional. We more physical. When men get tired of something, they don't know how to recreate something. That's why relationships fall apart. That's why you see men like, yeah, but then let's keep it real. if you're not appealing to the female eye, she's going to overlook you. Ask yourself this question. What made females start liking bad boys? What I don't think I'm gonna see prima donna in here now. Cause I swear, cause prima gonna be like, Negro, you ain't gonna. Nah, I'm gonna keep it real. What made females like bad boys? Let's call it a buck. What made guys like hot girls? They both had to see one another, right? A guy had to see a hot girl and say, oh, I like that. A female had to see a bad boy gyrate and do things. Oh, I want that. Y'all see the difference? A man will say, I like that first, and then say, I want that. A woman will say, I want that first, and then say, I got to have that second, and then say, they got to treat me right. So what you see now is a case of extortion, a case of rejection, and motherfuckers can't handle it. Keep it real. A printing, Mr. Kelly's counsel left alone any argument about whether it was Jane or whether it was Mr. Kelly on that tape. Oh, you don't want them going to that. Because we all know it wasn't Jane on the tape. It was already confirmed. A printing. But I get it. Because they couldn't come back and rebuttal you. You put that out there. A printing said, in terms of authenticity, there's no question. You saw Jane on that stand describe a vivid detail what happened to her in those videos and her recollection of it happening at the time. Stop. See? Diva popped up. Look, and trust me, she's a sexual deviant. Diva, am I lying? Women want it more than men, right or wrong? What up, Big Baby Purnell? I'm telling you, I love having these type of conversations because at the end of this presentation that I'm presenting, people got to realize one thing. That at the end of the day, there's a man and there's a woman. The purpose of a woman is to be a helpmate of the man. But when the man couldn't be a man no more, i.e. underlying conditions, one man started going towards woman. See, Diva line. Diva line. But trust me, Friday night sex talk's coming back. And y'all know I don't have no cut cards, no holds barred. Penting says McDavid's entire testimony was incredible and relied on 4 lawyers. She says, what you heard about these lawyers came from McDavid and McDavid alone. And 3 of the 4 of them are dead. So who else you got to rely on? Nah, Dark Diva married, man. She married. She's a happily married woman. Penting on the trial jury that heard Kelly's 2008 state court case. That jury was scammed. How? They were scammed by Robert Kelly and his fixers, including Daryl McDavid, Jack Palladino, and others. The case was fixed. Stop. This not making sense. Watch this. Penting says McDavid's entire testimony was incredible and relied on 4 lawyers. She says, what you heard about these lawyers came from McDavid and McDavid alone. And 3 of the 4 of them are dead. Stop. So what the government is trying to do is dismiss what Jack Palladino, along with Jen Henson, had wrote about these people. But it's only 3 lawyers because Jack Palladino is not a lawyer. But then a Penting come back the very next breath and say, a Penting on the trial jury that heard Kelly's 2008 state court case, that jury was scammed. They were scammed by Robert Kelly and his fixers, including Daryl McDavid, Jack Palladino, and others. The case was fixed. So wait, it's either Jack Palladino was part of the fix or his testimony ain't credible because he dead. Which one is it? I told you Diva is a sexual deviant. I keep telling all women are sexual deviants, man. That's all they need is the right man to bring it out. Just like the right man need the right woman to bring it out. Make it make sense. I keep putting it out there. A Penting disputes that Freeman pulled 2 of the at-issue videos off the internet, noting that the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children had never before seen those videos. Freeman is the source of the videos. Stop. If Freeman is the source of those videos, how come Pornhub have them up right now? Make that make sense. If Freeman is the source, how come Pornhub have them up right now? And the truth about it is, in order to put a video up on Pornhub, every participant inside the video have to submit an ID and a contract. Devo, we're telling on ourselves. I'm just telling you, man. Things that make you go, A Penting says the notion that Jane doesn't appear on video 4 is another distraction. Okay, show the video. A Penting says the argument that the video featured Kelly, Lisa Van Allen, and Kelly's wife is based on one witness who did not say that it was Andrea Kelly. Wait a minute. Everybody said it was Andrea Kelly. So see how the government lie? See how the got Miss Dreammaker, you absolutely right. You know, Miss Dreammaker, absolutely right. A Penting on McDavid, you do not have to accept his incredible, after the fact, concocted story. Do not let him hide behind supposed words of 3 dead men. The time has come. Hold him accountable. Accountable for what? Question. Can we as the people hold the government accountable? Yes, we can. Now, who got heart besides myself to go file paperwork to bring the government up on charges in federal court? That's my question. And we doing all this yelling on YouTube, we doing all this shouting, and we doing all this Bucharest stuff. But who really got the heart to bring the government up on charges for the sham job that they did amidst R. Kelly? Let's put that out there. A Penting says Brown was a knowing member of the conspiracy who was in Cancun and the Bahamas at the same time as Jane and her family. So wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let's just say that is the case, right? People just can't go at the same time and be in the same place. Have y'all ever went somewhere and y'all didn't know somebody else was going to be there and y'all run into each other? You be like, oh my God, I didn't know you was here. People just can't do that no more. I'm just saying. Penting also says Brown called video 4 allegedly of Kelly, Jane, and Lisa Van Allen the golden egg. You can't explain that one away. Penting said that's not what he was talking about when he said the golden egg neither. See how they switch it? Penting says Brown can be both the personal assistant and part of the conspiracy. Explain that. Blaming Jane about the abuse remaining secret. That's just shameful. Man, the government is hell, man. Penting makes clear that the charge involving Tracy contemplates ages 16 and 17. Says it's not true that the feds just let it fly when it came to the age problem. Okay, well, I got a question. Why did y'all refuse to indict Kelly 2 different times before 2019? Y'all refused to indict him in 2011, and y'all refused to indict him in 2016. Y'all both said it's a lack of evidence. Until Avenatti came around. Then when Avenatti came around, now y'all got all the evidence. Make this make sense. Is that why y'all dropped the 31 charges on Avenatti? See, Penting gets an 8-minute warning regarding Brittany. Penting says Jane and Pauline's testimony is sufficient. Oh, really? When have the government ever thought less is better? Never. Regarding the accusers who testified, look at the pain that it caused them to testify. Penting says they exposed themselves to being questioned by strangers. Well, y'all the ones that brought it up. Penting says Kelly's own purported sexual abuse is another distraction. It does not give Mr. Kelly license to repeatedly abuse girl after girl. What girl did he abuse? What girl did he abuse? Penting finishes. She tells jurors to find Robert Kelly guilty of sexual abusing these young women, find him guilty of sexually abusing Jane, and for recording himself sexually abusing her over and over again. The judge is having instructions passed out to the jury so they can follow along while he reads them. The jury has been instructed by the judge. Jurors are now leaving the courtroom to begin their deliberations in the R. Kelly trial. 11 will now defining the terms used in all 13 charges R. Kelly faces. McDavid faces 4 of the same charges. Brown faces 1. 11 will showing the jury the verdict form, reminding the jurors that their decision on each count must be unanimous. The jurors in R. Kelly's federal trial in Chicago have left the courtroom to begin deliberations. That's it for today, folks. We'll pick up again whenever the jury has returned its verdicts for R. Kelly, McDavid, and Brown. Could be hours. Will probably be days. Key point. Will probably be days. That's not good. That's not good for the feds. Anytime they say some stuff like that, it's not good for the feds. It's not good at all. It's not good at all. So, with that being said, hold on. And make sure that's all of it. Oh, hold on. Oh, like I said. Hold on. That's it for today. The R. Kelly jury is going home for the day. They'll be back tomorrow at 9 a.m. on Wednesday. At 9 a.m. they'll be back. So sometimes I sit back and think about why people always have to say stuff, right? Why people always got to make things about them. Why people always got to jump in stuff. I'm the only one on YouTube that have a relationship with Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. But what kills me is when this lowlife right here, I'm gonna make sure y'all see this. This shriveled up flying monkey with glasses always have something to say. Now, what I believe is what I believe, because she said she believed that Greenberg brought me in. Wrong. I've been knowing Robert way before Greenberg. And then she tried to say Don Russell ain't do nothing to hurt Robert. Well, why was Don Russell charged for the bomb threat in New York? For the gun threat. If Robert ain't do nothing to hurt Robert, if Don Russell ain't do nothing to hurt Robert, why did he plead guilty for sending those things to one of the accused victims in New York? That's one of the reasons why the case got to New York, because of the threats that Don Russell sent, perpetrating that Robert Kelly made him do it. Do you understand, mighty stinking mouse? I know your car stink. I know your house stink because your breath probably stink. I don't know. I've never been around you. But I believe that it was facts. You got mad when you came to that rally that you supposed to gave and you couldn't suck nobody's penis. So you got mad at everybody. Jacqueline Harris, Miss PPP loan with no business, Miss run behind goddamn run behind Greenberg. Y'all remember when they had that rally and they tried to run up in the MCC and she was out there talking about, that's Greenberg. Oh, you out, man. You the man. You out, man. Set your dick sucking ass down. Your whole problem with me is when I told you I don't like you. You called in on my show and I told you, I thank you for calling in, but I don't like you. Don't call back. And I hung up. And Blockbender texted me like, yo, you harsh towards her. And I said, fuck her. You mad because I struck your channel when I told you, don't use my comment. I mean, don't use my content. Don't use none of my stuff. I don't fuck with you. And that's my rules. If I don't like you, don't use my stuff. If I don't like you, don't use my stuff. So you don't have content. And you got mad because JoJo told you that him and Angie was together. Your whole mode changed. Listen, lady, find your man. Because the nigga that came and gave you $1,000, I don't think that was your man. But I think that's some nigga that you told to do that stunt. And I believe that was Monopoly money. Because if you had money thrown around like that, your teeth shouldn't look the way it do. And I'm going to do this without calling you bitches. I'm going to show you my versatile witch. I'm gonna show you just how versatile Dana is. At the end of the day, you look like this. How can you talk about anybody? You got one part and the size of the Mexican River. You got another part and the size of the Chesapeake Bay. You got the other part with the size of Texas. You got them blue blockers on. And I bet you still got them rubber boots on from you working at the Aldi's plant, faking like you work at UPS. I bet you can't open your mouth and say, ah, real loud. I bet you can. You'll see all the goddamn intrusion and corrodedness from the teeth spit out. Make this make sense. At the end of the day, you need to leave people alone and mind your business. Because evidently over here it's just not what it is. You haven't done nothing positive to help Robert Spencer Kelly except for do a rally and want to go around sucking Trevin dick. And Trevin was like, nah, man, I ain't dealing with nothing that look like that. No. That's all you wanted to do. Did you give Loyalty his money back from him paying for your hotel room? Huh? Did you give Loyalty his money back for paying for your hotel room? So while you coming to Sylvia Aid and Dennis Aid and goddamn Bedbug Aid, it's a proven fact now that you love pedophiles. Don't you have a daughter that stole your social security card and number and drove off the lot with a car? How can you sit there and defend a man that raped all three of his daughters? I ain't even gonna go there and continue talking about you because see, your twin from that picture, your twin is right there. That's your twin. I get it. But what have you done to help Mr. Robert Spencer Kelly, as you say? You said it like it was a disease. Mr. Robert Spencer Kelly, Mr. Robert Spencer Kelly, Mr. Robert Spencer Kelly. What have you done? One stink puss. I'll wait. Because I know you ain't do nothing. What have you done? What have you done? I'm still waiting. Nothing. You defended Don Russell to a T, and Don Russell was wrong. You defended Bedbug to a T, and Bedbug is a pedophile and a baby. He killed a 5-year-old. He raped his 3 daughters. He sexually molested his 3 daughters. I read the stories. He raped his baby mama. And he turned around and have a baby by a 15-year-old when he was 30. The problem is y'all want people like me to get off that. I ain't getting off that. Just because you look like some washed up coochie hairs on a dog don't mean I'm going to get off that. Somebody need to come pat this motherfucker. Because this is one endangered species that I wish that they put in a goddamn wall somewhere. Let that motherfucker be extinct. But here's my question. You have a daughter that have a son with special needs. And I want you to see me when I say this. You have a daughter that have a son with special needs that I see you love. How can you protect a man that raped his kids? Not unless you love pedophiles. Now, you taking up for Don Russell, and we all know Don Russell a pedophile. You taking up for Bedbug. We all know Bedbug a pedophile. How deep do it go? How deep do it go? I read what his daughter said, and he have not rebutted none of it. But he'll jump on here. Hollywood Next can't go into the courtroom. Wait. No. You don't have a voice until you address what your daughters are saying. You need to come public and say your daughters are lying. And you know why you won't say that? Because the minute they hear that, they're going to fry your ass. So until you come out and say your daughters were lying and that Carmen is not your daughter, we're going to talk about that. And I ain't letting up off of it. And I still haven't talked about the gay letter that you wrote to a nigga down here in Atlanta. Now you heard me pull your card. Are you talking about, oh, Dana like boy? Bring the nigga on your channel. If it's true, I'm still waiting. I've been waiting, 9 months now? If it's true, put it out there. I done told you, nigga, I'll fuck your mama in front of you and show you I'm all man. I love nothing but women. I can't say the same for you. I don't like nothing under age. I don't like nothing that can be my daughter's age. No, that's you. So at the end of the day, don't go hide. Don't get quiet. You went on there and told everybody, oh, you sending me a cease and desist. Where's that? Where's that? I ain't saying nothing. Ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. Ain't you coming to court tomorrow? I'm going to show you just how strong the rabbit going to have the gun. One way or another, you going to see me. One way or another, I'm going to get justice on you, Bedbug, tomorrow. Just show up. Just show up. One way or another. I'm going to hit that Michael Jackson song. Your bud is mine. I'm close to right. And fighting in Newton County is a misdemeanor. Nah, it's in person in court. It's in person. You got to come there. You're a witness. It's in person. And everything you done said about me, every lie you done told, you gonna have to look me in my face. And when you leave that courtroom, you're gonna see me outside. You definitely got to tell me then. If you leave the courtroom. So you done wrote some checks that your ass ain't gonna let you cash. So one stink puss, here's my question. You have a history of loving pedophiles. And then when I looked at how you wanted to attack your daughter's, I want to say her boyfriend or your daughter's baby father, I'm starting to wonder. You want to be in control of everything, But you didn't attack your daughter when she stole your social security card. So I'm starting to wonder, did you fuck your daughter? That's my belief. I believe you had sex with your daughter. She got pregnant by an old boy and you got mad. So now old boy was like, yo, I'm controlling this. And you wanted to display your dominance by you being a woman. And you know, plain and simple, dude can't hit a woman. That's what I believe. Since we want to talk about what we believe, I'm going to go there. I believe you was trying to suck some dick in Chicago because you got tired of carrying that hot ass water. That's what I believe. And what up, vet? I believe that. So at the end of the day, before you come this way, make sure you know what you're doing. I'm not a Don Russell fan because of what he did to Robert Sylvester Kelly. You ain't a Robert Sylvester Kelly fan or follower or supporter. And I can honestly say that because you defend Don Russell more than you did Robert. So for all of you crash dummies that's on that page with her, all of y'all can go burn in the Mississippi River with no drawers on, as far as I care. One thing puts mad because I banned her off my channel and I never let her back up here. And she went crying to Blockbender and I told Blockbender, tell that bitch to get over it. I said it like that. It's not my fault. Go get some commentary. You don't have none outside of me. Even on down to the ugliest lady that I ever dated looks better than you. So at the end of the day, what do you have? And you tried to play Tox commentary, and I told you, I'm going to strike your shit. Don't play her stuff. She don't like you. And I can put it out there firsthand. She don't like you. She like who I like, and I like who she like. That's what family does. It is what it is. And on that note, you have gained so many cash apps off of my back. Nigga, I should come tax you. I should come tax you. Or better yet, I should just take your page. That's what I should do. Because you up there crying about a privacy strike now, but that somebody done gave you. Chalk it up to the game. Your crew lied and had my whole page gone. You don't see me bitching. I'm dealing with it. I'm building this one. So you go take that crystallized bunny that you put up there and got people thinking that you look good when you don't. And you look like a motherfucking crystal meth head running around on YouTube. And you build your channel. And before I get out of here, just remember this. Dana J said it. Nobody else. Angie, and you lost the war with Angie and JoJo. So now, and you trying to bring that shit my way. Understand this. You ain't on my level. You're going to make me really go full Joker mode on your ass. Stop. I don't like you. You don't like me, that's fine. Stay in your lane. Talk about the things you want to talk about. You're a woman. I don't want to do this. But if you keep playing with me, I'm going to get a woman to get on your heels. So stop playing. Leave that shit for that dry ass coochie but that you got over there. And you would have thought you would have got a vagina lift when you got that $20,000 in that PPP loan. But I see you can't buy, man, even with a fixed vagina, ho. Stop playing with me. Understand this. You're talking to the GOAT, and the GOAT gone.
There's no such thing as love in these streets.
Guess you want to hit a lick.
It's full of hate and lies and deceit.
I'm going to end up locked right back up.
What do you want me to do, Dream? I get it how I live, and you know that.
Man, straight to it, huh? You ain't playing around.
You must have did something real big to have to sell your truck.
I just lost 70 bands.
All got robbed.
Being loyal is the name of the game.
I talked to Knight. He said he was with you the night he got killed.
It sounds like you're accusing me of killing my partner.
It's funny how everyone thinks they are till they get smacked in the face by it.
Let's see what the streets talking about first.
Then you have to figure out who loyalty is loyal to.
You checking for my bitch?
We are just friends.
Is it you? Is it the streets? You still got that good? Love and loyalty is a myth. You? Is it the streets? You still got that good? Love and loyalty is a myth.
Say you love it, what you gonna do now? Hope you're ready, cause I'm really about to put it down. Girl, you know that I will never disrespect you. We have tomorrow, but tonight I want to spank you. That ass down, gotta make it last now. Girl, I'm so thin, I'ma beat it up.
There's no such thing as love in these streets.
Guess you want to hit a lick.
It's full of hate and lies and deceit.
I'm going to end up locked right back up.
What do you want me to do, Dream? I get it how I live, and you know that.
Lay hand. Straight to it, huh? You ain't playing around.
You must have did something real big to have to sell your truck.
I just lost 70 bands.
All got robbed.
Being loyal is the name of the game.
I talked to Nut. He said he was with you the night he got killed.
It sounds like you're accusing me of killing my partner.
It's funny how everyone thinks they are, till they get smacked in the face by it.
Let's see what the streets talking about first.
Then you have to figure out who loyalty is loyal to.
You checking for my bitch?
We are just friends.
Is it you? Is it the streets?
You still got that good?
Love and loyalty is a myth.